Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, episode 114. Tonight, we're in costume, and we're going to be talking about the best in-game Halloween costumes. Plus some news and your community-submitted questions and topics. We're talking all of that and more. Fellow Nintendo pals. It's actually me. It's Andros under here. You thought I was a Gerudo girl. Nope. It's me under here, and I am joined by fellow Nintendo pal, Tingle.
Yep.
And this is the Nintendo Pals Podcast. The show all about Nintendo and friendship and Micah's sadness.
And the end of a friendship, potentially.
That's true. But is the end of the friendship with me, or is it with Chat, who bought that costume for you?
I'm starting to think maybe I just don't need any friends in general.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Good call. My guy, I gotta ask, how are you? How are you doing?
I have been better.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you're not too bad. Yeah. So we didn't pick these costumes out for ourselves. If you were around for our, I did a stream, and at the end of the stream, we picked out Halloween costumes. We didn't tell Micah that he was getting this costume. It just showed up. And I thought it was pretty funny to do that. Micah is thinking it's a little less funny. It could have been worse. They could have made you get this. We could have had matching Gerudo women out. Which, you don't like tight clothes. I mean, these are very not tight.
That probably would have been a little more comfortable, to be honest.
It's definitely comfortable, yeah. Maybe a little too comfortable.
Although this would be an interesting outfit to stream in with a green screen.
True. Yeah, you couldn't do a green screen. You have to do like a blue screen, I guess. So it has a little like timer thing come with it. Did it come with the shorts as well?
It did indeed, and a belt. Although I have to say I'm a little disappointed. This technically isn't a Tingle costume.
Right, it's the Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild Tingle costume that
Yeah.
Link wears.
Yeah. Why is that disappointing? I don't know if you would have liked...
Because I'm actually dressed up as Link. If you think about it.
I also am dressed up as Link.
So we essentially have the same costume as what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting at here, yeah.
Yeah, that's awkward. Well, we'll just move past that awkward moment and into the first part of our show, which is to talk about what we do each and every Friday evening and each and every day here at Nintendo Pals. It's not dress up like women or Tingle. It's try to take over the world of Nintendo podcasts. And we do that through 5-star reviews. And Micah, we have two new 5-star reviews to read this week. You want to take the first one?
Oh, yeah. I was like, I'll take the first one since it kind of asks a question to you. By Everett W. Keller. Great podcast. I love this. It's just a really good podcast if you like Nintendo. And by the way, Andros, how do you like Splatoon 3? I know I'm enjoying it.
I like Splatoon 3.
Because you've been playing it a whole bunch. All your friends.
Trying to guilt me into playing with you more. I've really enjoyed my time with Splatoon 3. I think it's really fun. I really like the story mode. I really like Salmon Run. And I really like the multiplayer. I wish I had more time to play games, because I would definitely be playing it more. but just haven't had a ton of time lately. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's really good. Thanks for the question. And also, thank you for the 5-star review. Really appreciate that. And next we have another 5-star review from McGinnis, who says, "Duh! Hey, listen, found a new Nintendo podcast. I was looking for a new Nintendo podcast that didn't feel corporately structured and felt like the hosts really enjoyed what they were doing and have a love for geek culture. The shows are fun, and I am able to listen to Nintendo news on the go with my kids. Thanks, guys." Hey, thank you so much, McGinnis. And McGinnis kiddos. We appreciate that. Yeah, we have like we get a lot of reviews where people are like, "It's super fun that I can listen to this podcast with my kids." My kids don't listen to this podcast. I don't think I could get them to sit still that long. But I am glad that families are enjoying it. Yeah,
some kids are a little more refined than your children.
Wow, that's rude. I'm gonna tell Lucas you said that. Then he'll throw a bomb at you in Spelunky.
Well, yeah. Well, that will change nothing then.
Yeah. Which I guess we'll talk about that more in what we've been playing. Thank you guys so much for the reviews. It really does help us out. The show help us to gosh, what am I trying to say here? This helps people to find the show, helps people discover the show, and makes us feel good about ourselves, which we really need today. Our self-esteem is maybe at a low point.
At an all-time low at this current moment.
Oh, man. So yeah, this is where we're at with it. Whew. I may have to take off the face mask. I keep breathing in heavy, and then it just all goes into my mouth.
Sounds like quitter talk.
Yeah, can't quit. But you're ready to quit. So let's get
100%.
into the first. Let's get into the first segment of our show. But before we do, again, you can leave us a 5-star review, and we'll give you a shout out at the start of the show if you're listening. You can do that on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, but not Spotify. I was looking today, Spotify. I can't find Spotify's 5-star review section anymore. It's gone. So Spotify, fix that, please. But you could leave us a 5-star review on Audible. And that's it. That's it. Those are the places. If you leave us a 5-star review somewhere else, let us know, and we'll also give you a shout out here at the start of the show. So, thank you. Okay, let's jump into the first segment of our show, and let's talk what you playing. Micah, what have you been playing lately?
I played some Splatoon 3 this last week.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Played some more Salmon Run again. Managed to actually beat Kohozuna. It had been a while. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't remember who that is. That the big one? That's the
Yeah, that's the big special final boss that happens one out of every 6 or so rounds. So that was pretty cool.
That's all you have to do. That was pretty cool.
Of course, I got all bronze fish scales, so that was a little less cool.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't understand how the ranking system works or anything. I just play.
I feel like those scale things are so hard to get for how expensive the things are in the Grizzco shop.
Yeah, it's true.
I've gotten a single gold scale out of all the times I've played.
There's too many in-game currencies, and I'm confused.
There's so many.
I'm confused as to what does what. But I'm having a good time with it, so get no complaints. I would be upset if we were having to pay for those currencies separately, but we're not. They're just in there.
Just earn them all in different ways.
Yeah. Anything else you've been playing you want to highlight?
Well, I played some Spelunky 2. That was pretty interesting. How bloodthirsty one of your children can get.
Like, let's not sugarcoat it here. Micah is also a very bloodthirsty person in Spelunky.
I was the only one trying to be peaceful when
Ah.
we played at the end there.
Being shot with a shotgun by you does. I don't really qualify that as peace.
Only time I shot someone
It
with a
was
shotgun
in
is after they tried to
self-defense.
shoot me.
Yeah, that's
Your
what Micah
child
says.
your child freed me from a coffin and tried to immediately blast me with a shotgun.
How is that different from when you freed him from the coffin with a bomb, killing
He had
him?
already tried to kill me at that point.
Yeah.
I had tried for peace approximately 7 times by then.
Oh man, we had a good time. That wasn't the bulk of our playing. That was the end, which is typically what happens when we play Spelunky together. We do like some serious runs, and then it devolves into just us beating each other up a whole bunch until we're like, all right, well, we're done.
Yeah, we'll be like one more run, and then we'll finish that run, and then we still won't hop off for another like 5 or 10 minutes while we just try and murder each other, essentially.
Yeah, but we're going to do a stream of that at some point. We're going to do like Spelunky Hunter versus Prey Speedrunner. I mean, we're both pretty fast at Spelunky, so speed running versus Hunter series where one of us will try and chase the other, and we'll alternate. Yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, that's that. I've been playing a lot of Spelunky too because my son has been really into it, and he really wants to get to the Cosmic Ocean. So we've called Micah up and be like, "Hey, you want to join us for some Cosmic Ocean runs?" And we're having a good time with that.
Yeah, out of all the oceans, the Cosmic Ocean is the worst.
True. It's very difficult to get to, and then once you get there, it's very difficult to win. That's just the name of the game, I guess. And then also, I played some Breath of the Wild. I did a special Halloween challenge and had a lot of fun with that. So in that, I gathered a costume. I made candy. I got candy apples. I got pumpkins. I went to a pumpkin patch. I did the dark. Do you remember the Typhlo Ruins quest where it's like all in pitch black, and you have to get to the shrine through like a pitch black area?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not like part of like the main quest. It's like the very top of the map. So I don't know how many people even discover that on like a regular playthrough, but that was super fun. And a video for that will be coming out probably Halloween Day. So, and
Nice.
as part of that challenge, each Halloween challenge I did, I spun a wheel and changed into a new Halloween costume in real life. So lots of Halloween costumes were had, including this one that I am wearing now. And this will be the probably last time that will be streamed. We're wearing this costume.
But it won't be the last time he wears it.
Oh yes, I chose my
I
words
heard you're
wisely.
to go trick or treating wearing that, right?
No, I am not. My family's going as Pikmin this year. We're all dressing up in morph suits with googly eyes and flowers. It looks really good. If you want to see what that looks like, Micah laughs.
Not how I would describe it.
I think it looks really good. If you want to see what that looks like, you can check out the latest video by our buddies over at All N Nintendo Podcast. They invited us back for year 2 of the what do they call it? Like the zombie trivia game, gaming
survival trivia, something.
Yeah, zombie survival trivia. Emphasis on gaming. It's a working title. We'll have it down for next year. Great game put on by Eric over there, where he really goes all out on getting some really cool trivia questions, and then we
don't know the answers.
Don't know the answers to like any of them, and we show up and look very not smart. But we have a lot of fun. So yeah, I wore my Pikmin costume the whole time. I could barely see anything. I'm glad that all the questions were read out. I didn't have to read anything. So there you go. Oh yeah, people will wonder why my audio sounds muffled. Don't worry about it. It's fine. it's part of the show. It's part of the authenticity. Oh man. So with that, I don't really have anything else I want to highlight that I've been playing. There are a lot of games coming out right now, but I feel like I'm like overloaded in my library, so I haven't bought a lot of the new stuff coming out. Plus, Pokemon comes out in like 3 weeks, so I'm kind of gearing up for that. I know there is several games that people in the community are like, "Are you guys gonna get this one? Are you gonna play this one?" And I'm just like, no, I just don't have time, and wanna.
And he thinks your game choices are garbage. It's essentially what he's saying.
No, that's not true. Like we have Parbrand who has mentioned over and over again that we need to check out them's fighting herds, and I do want to check that out when I have more time. Yeah. Yeah, Bear Maximum makes a good point. I like that Andros would rather dress up as some Zelda lady than play Echo the Dolphin. I mean, who wouldn't, you know?
Hey, Echo the Dolphin is a fantastic game. I'm sure the Bear Maximum would agree.
I think the Bear Maximum will actually disagree, is what I've heard.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah, me too. He would rather dress up as this is not some random Zelda lady. This is Gerudo Link. The outfit you.
But you're supposed to be some random Zelda lady.
I mean, yeah.
That's what Link is going for.
Yeah, he's sneaking into the Forbidden Town. Why was the other like? It never explains why the other guy is sneaking into the town. It's just like, I'm just sneaking in, just for fun.
It's a cool place to be, I guess.
Yeah, cool place to hang out. There is also like the one. Gosh, what are the rock guys called?
Gorons.
Thank you. There's the one.
Dare you.
Yeah, I forgot. Brain lapse. There's like a Goron there. He's like, yeah, I'm actually male, but I guess they don't care for Goron. they don't have a way to check.
they don't know, and they don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay. Well, with that, I guess we'll jump into the next segment of our show. But before we do, we got to tell you guys about our sponsor.
Yep. Support for Nintendo Pals is brought to you by Manscaped.com.
Yes. Nothing is scarier this Halloween season than a hairy werewolf bod. That's why you need to pick up the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0.
It's the ultimate Halloween goodie bag. Inside, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Crop Preserver deodorant for down under, the Crop Reviver toner, and 2 free gifts: the Performance Boxer Briefs and the Shed Travel Bag.
Yeah. Yep. Have you ever cut yourself shaving? Well, don't get tricked. Instead, treat yourself. The Lawnmower 4.0's ceramic blades reduce nicks and cuts in your most sensitive regions. The revolutionary tech is the best defense that you can find for your shaving experience.
Yep. So after a spooky night of Halloween festivities, I recommend Manscaped's liquid formulations for cleaning up and smelling nice. You can use the Crop Cleanser to clean your body, the Crop Preserver to stay fresh, and the Crop Reviver to give a boost of freshness.
And here's a real Halloween treat. You can get 20% off, plus free shipping with our code NPALS at manscaped.com.
That's NPALS at manscaped.com.
Yeah, that's right. You see here in chat, Gerudo Link's probably using Manscaped. Yeah, look at these little
that's a good point.
Boom. This doesn't happen by itself, y'all.
Really excited for the people at Manscaped to see this ad read. And question the choices they've made.
Hello. Do you use Manscaped? I mean, if I didn't use Manscaped, this would be a horrifying cost. But in all seriousness, I do use the razor frequently. I really like it. It's probably the best razor I have ever owned. I am a big fan of Manscaped's deodorants and good smelly stuffs. It's just quality, and I like them. And the briefs are nice. Yeah, those fit really good. I'm wearing them with this costume right now. Did you need to know that? You didn't need to know that. Sorry.
I didn't need to know that.
Sorry, Micah.
I think it's time for me to not be in this costume anymore.
You're gonna change out?
I'm changing out, but I guess I'll stand up so you can see it in full effect before I burn it.
Before you burn it, no. wait, you gotta back up. You're not even in frame.
I won't be able to hear you.
Okay. The shorts. Well, he brought like clothes to change into. I don't really have anything to change into. So I'm stuck like this. But I will take off the face mask so that I'm not so muffled. Yeah, so for those listening to the audio version of the podcast, you are really missing out. You should check out the video version of the podcast. You can do that on YouTube and on Spotify. There are video options available. And while you're over on our YouTube channel, be sure to give it a sub. It's a great place to be. Yeah, boo, Micah. Boo's in chat.
This is much better. Hey, I could go and get a doctor's note right now as to why that was a good idea.
Can I get one too?
I don't think you can, actually.
Yeah, well, now I feel overdressed or underdressed. I don't know what I feel. Why don't we jump into the next...
My ears feel so cold.
Jump into the next segment of our show, and let's talk the Nintendo news. Alrighty, not a ton of news this week, as we are looking at... sorry, I gotta fix that there. So, we got a new Pokemon announced in the spirit of spooky season. A new underground lurking ghost dog Pokemon, Greavard. Gravard?
I think it's more of Greavard, but it's definitely a play on graveyard.
Yeah. It's like a little dog with a little candle on its head. The reveal for him was very creepy. Showed like a girl out looking for... She was like representing the ghost club of the school or something like that, and then she gets extra sleepy as she's closer and closer to him, and then falls asleep. Like,
to wake up.
What happens?
Again?
Yeah. I knowing Pokemon and Pokedex entries,
that ghost Pokemon.
That's probably
entries.
not a good thing to fall asleep in the presence of ghost Pokemon. It's kind of a horrifying universe when you look into the Pokedex, so just don't. Just pretend that everything is good. Yeah, so that's that. You want to take the next news item?
Yep. A bug has been found in the version 1.2 update of Splatoon 3, and that affects the Rainmaker Anarchy battle mode. And Nintendo has said they will release an update soon to fix this issue, and in the meantime, Rainmaker has temporarily been removed from the Anarchy battles. And then they apologized for the inconvenience.
Yeah, and similarly, this is coming not long after Nintendo released an update to Nintendo Switch Sports on October 18th, and it was required to be temporarily suspended due to a bug causing game crashes. So
Yeah, it's pretty unusual for Nintendo.
yeah, things going a little rough with the QA team over there. But I mean, it's live service software. It's very complex. Games are complex. Even ones like Nintendo Switch Sports, which you'd think, oh, that's pretty simple, can be pretty complicated. So there you go. I'm not like too worried about it. I think that they'll fix them quickly and get things back on track. How do you feel about it?
Same.
Nah.
Ditto.
Good deal.
Well,
you can take the next.
Speaking of good deals.
Yeah. Ooh.
The physical copies of a Bayonetta are returning to the My Nintendo store later this year. And I don't actually know if those will be a good deal. Probably full price or something.
Yeah, they'll probably be full price. But they like ran out, so that's super lame that happened so quickly. But there you have it. They're coming back. It's good to see that they're not just like going, okay, well, that's the end.
Well, I guess we're done forever.
Yeah.
Nintendo needs to like take their estimates for games and double it every time they make physical copies.
I think, yeah, 100%. Seems like every time that they do production, they vastly underestimate how popular they are, which is so bizarre to me. Whatever. Alrighty, then we've got our last news item here, which is that Nintendo's YouTube channel got renamed. They lost their verification tick. I don't know, it might be back now. I think I saw that it was back. But the new channel name is Nintendo of America, not Nintendo. So I think this is potentially to help with branding, as there are lots of channels that Nintendo owns, and there are region-specific ones. So having Nintendo of America be the main one is a little presumptuous of Nintendo of America. Be like, yeah, we are Nintendo. All you guys are subs of us. I don't know. I don't know why they... But that's my assumption, is just to match what they have across the board for everything else.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And that's all we got by way of news. So let's jump on in to the next segment of our show, and let's talk in the rumor mill. Alrighty. This isn't really a rumor, but there have been a lot of leaks for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet floating around on the internet, like just tons and tons of them. How is the Pokemon Company handling these? They're not. They're not doing any takedowns of any kind, even on ones that turn out to be true. And I was reading an article, and it got me thinking, like, is Pokemon's strategy for handling leaks kind of genius? Because among those true ones, vastly outnumbering those true ones, actually, are a lot of fake leaks, where people are posting fake new Pokemon reveals, and like there's this one, the one that in question that brought about this article was Wug Trio, a leaked picture of Wug Trio, which is Wiglet's next form, and it totally looks like something that could be just fan-made, photoshopped. But maybe it's not. And here's where the strategy for just ignoring them is genius, because there's no way to know which ones are real versus fake. And so,
yeah, I mean, if they only removed the real stuff, it'd be kind of obvious.
Yeah, all of them just end up kind of getting mixed, mashed together, and so leaks are kind of stopped by not being there. I really am not a fan of leak culture in general. I think it's bad because in a lot of cases it builds up false expectations. Because if a leak comes out and people think, wow, this is real, and then they're not getting whatever feature or thing they thought they were getting, they will be majorly disappointed. I take the Grinch leak from Smash Bros. As a good example of that.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and so but that Nintendo did nothing there. That was not Nintendo's fault at all. They couldn't have prevented that, other than if they came out and said, "Hey, this is fake," which I guess they did by revealing this is the rest of the roster. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the right way to do all that is, but I think Pokemon's strategy of just ignoring it is good. I think it's actually secretly genius. Bear Maximum makes a good point. I'm not a fan of this, but let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. Whatever. I listen. I don't have an excuse. I don't have any reason. I just like podcasting. I go listen to Barely a Gaming podcast. They're a good show. Where they also talk about leak culture. you hypocrites. Okay,
well, I don't know if they ever say they don't like leak culture though, so
let's get out of the rumor mill here. That's the end of the rumor mill. So, Micah, what do you say we jump into the next segment of our show, and let's go to the community-led questions and topics segment. My goodness, I am failing tonight to transition topics. It's the costume. I'm thrown off.
Failing to transition topics.
It's the community corner. Wait, did the recording crash? When did that happen? How did that happen?
Look at that. It did, apparently, at some point.
Well,
good thing we have backups?
I guess so. Well, hopefully this backup works. Okay, so let's go with the We're here. Okay, so we're here in the community corner. First question from the Magnificent King of Hyrule, aka Presto the Magnificent, asks, what is the best game that came out in 1997? Wait, or 96? Wait, what year did we do last year?
I think it was 96.
Last week. Did we do 96 last week?
I think so. I wasn't even here.
I don't remember. But I said Donkey Kong Country 2, right? Did I say Donkey Kong Country? I'm looking up the release date because I don't remember.
Well, who cares about 1996?
One was Chrono Trigger.
Oh boy, that's definitely should be. That seemed like a 95 or something.
95. Oh, so we need to answer 96 and 97. He asked 2 this week. Do you think that was on purpose? Oh well, we're doing 2 this week. Do you have 2 picked out? I picked out for 96. I didn't even look at 97.
One picked out for 96, you weirdo.
I was going into the next one. I was like, there's no way we did 96. How would I have missed the game I'm going to say? My game for 1996 is Mario 64.
Oh, weak. What a terrible game choice.
It's a great game choice. What are you talking about?
Even better than Pilot Wing 64?
Yes. Easily better than Pilot Wing 64. But I do enjoy me some Pilot Wing 64.
What about Pinocchio? Wait a second. 1996, this is the game I was going to say for 1997. I could have the ultimate cop-out answer.
What?
Actually, you know what? I'll go with Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars.
Ooh, that's a good answer. Did you even play that?
Maybe.
Maybe I did. You didn't have that system. I don't know how you would have played that. And it's not been like re-released other than
How would I
on
have played any of these games? I don't have
the.
any of these systems.
But and the N64 came out that year. You played the N64.
A little bit. I never owned an N64 though.
Okay, let's see. For 1997. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh gosh, dang it. Hey.
It's got to be NBA Hang Time.
I'm looking. Okay, well, I was gonna say Pokemon, but that's the next year. Darn
mistake.
Darn it! I don't have a 1997 one. There's a lot of good ones, but I don't want to like pick one on the fly. You know.
It's almost like you should have planned ahead.
I did plan ahead for 96. I thought Pokemon was 97. I was a year off. I mean, just go with a.
Sounds like you're stalling a little bit.
I am stalling. I'm looking at the. Oh, Final Fantasy VII came out that year. If only I had. No, it didn't.
Not gonna lie, the bare maximum. I actually get NBA Hang Time and NBA Jam mixed up all the time, and I don't know which game is which. Essentially, I mean, aren't they? They're pretty much the same thing.
Diablo, Blast.
So I just count them both.
So I am torn between Diddy Kong Racing, Star Fox 64, and GoldenEye, and I'm just gonna go with Diddy Kong Racing. I think because that's the one I played the most out of all those.
Oh man, how did I miss Diddy Kong Racing? That is a great one, but
yeah,
was not great going back to it. It was so hard to control, so much more difficult to do what I wanted than I remembered it being.
Yeah. Oh no, I can say Mario Kart 64 because its North America release was 97. Okay, Mario Kart 64 is my answer. See, here's the problem: is like we're still in the era of like everything not getting global releases, so things are like it released this year, and then I look and I'm like, no, it didn't, because Pokemon released in Japan in 96, but in North America in 98. So spoilers for next week. What I'm going to say.
A ways behind, I should say.
Although I no, actually, I can't say Pokemon. I can't say Pokemon because a certain Oot came out in 98. That's going to have to be
Poot?
Oot. Arena of Time.
More like Poot Arena of Time.
Thank you so much for the question, Presto. A trip down memory lane and confusion lane as we figure out what year was asked. So let's, along those same lines, what is your favorite video game box art? Got an answer for this one, Mike?
I hear you had a really good answer for this one.
So immediately what came to my mind is Plock. And I am not joking. This is not like for the memes, for the fanboy Plockness that I have. I just really like the cover art for Plock. It's like claymation, and it's really memorable. It just has a lot of stuff going on in it. But as I thought about it more, I think my answer.
You realized how incredibly wrong you were?
No, I still think that's really good box art. It had really good cover art. My answer is going to be Super Mario Galaxy. I just really like the cover art for Mario Galaxy. I think it is so cool. Probably the best Mario cover art.
That is a good one.
I just love how it really captures the game in the cover art, and just makes you excited to play it. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a sick game. That's how it be. That's what cover art should do.
How it be.
I mean, it's no Mega Man What's the cover art though? Mega Man cover art. What game? Is it just the first one? Yeah, it's just the first one. Just look up Mega Man cover art, everybody. It'll be one of the first ones that comes up.
I've never seen this.
I'll send it to you and
Oh boy, wow.
it's bad.
I don't think they paid this man or woman
It's
anything.
so bad. Oh man. Wait, how do I show this? I don't have a way to show it. You'll just have to look it up, everybody. I need
His
to like set up like a
shoulders
little
look
window.
like they're on backwards or something.
They do. He looks like he was squished up against something very flat. It's the first several games look like that.
I mean, it's not like terrible art, but it's just not nearly the quality you would think for like video game cover art.
I feel like Mega Man 2's is better. And Mega Man 3.
Absolutely.
Mega Man 3, okay, finally it's Mega
Mega
Man.
Man 3 is almost fantastic-ish. The face is a little off to me.
But Mega Man 1, how did this become a series? You wonder. It's like and the in-game model in Street Fighter Cross Tekken? No. No, they didn't do that.
Yeah, I mean the first game that popped to my mind was actually a more recent game. Good old Mario Strikers.
Oh, okay. So it's as a joke. Okay. Whew.
Fantastic. Plus, not only is the outside of this really cool, you get all this sweet inside cover art.
Yeah. That whole series has really good cover art.
But I don't know if that one's actually the best. I also really like I'm a little biased because I like the game a lot. Golden Sun has pretty fantastic cover art. It is a little random that of like all the enemies they have like the bird-headed creature. It's just like a bird creature, but its head is just sitting there pretty clear. It's like the only clear enemy you can see on the cover art.
We have a request in chat for us to look up Mega Man 9 cover art. And a talking fish in chat says Mario Kart Double Dash because it has an error. What is the error?
It's Mega Man 9's not too bad.
Yeah, but it's like a recall to the old. What's the error in this? Peach Days, is it like, is there something wrong?
They were doing 3 dashes, obviously.
Oh, Luigi's hat is backwards. The L is backwards. I see it. Whoa, that's crazy.
This picture I looked up is such bad quality I can't even tell. I don't know why they had this.
That's awesome, man.
I
love that. This podcast teaches me so much. Thanks so much for the question, Presto. It was fun to look back and try and like remember. So I do gotta say, shout outs to Breath of the Wild for having really cool cover art. And I love both regions' variations and how they play to actual paintings. And they're supposed to look and be styled off of specific paintings. I don't remember what those are.
Also, Metroid Dread cover art's pretty good.
Yeah, Metroid Dread cover art's really good.
Some random cool
Mario
image in there.
Mario Odyssey, I really love the theme of like travel brochure, and they keep to that with the cover. Yeah.
Essentially, if I like a game a lot, I'll think its cover art's really cool. What I found out.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next question here, Micah. You want to take this one? Purple
Purple
Riolu.
Riolu. If you got to choose for Game Freak to design a Pokemon off of anything in the world, what would you pick? I was really struggling trying to think of anything they haven't already done.
Bear Maximum says Gerudo Link.
I can't think of like anything they haven't already done. Like a used diaper. Pretty sure they haven't done that.
No.
But they also have
They have
Garbodor or whatever.
He kind of looks like a used
Which
diaper.
might have a used diaper in there.
I was gonna say, so the Talking Fish says Mickey Mouse Pokemon. I was gonna say something based off like Mario and Luigi would be cool. So they're like a pair Pokemon, like Plusle and Minun, but they incorporate the green and
mustaches.
red, and maybe they have mustaches. That way they can't afford the license to use it, and they have to reboot the series.
Do they have a Pokemon that's just like a big eyeball?
Unknown are kind of big eyeballs.
Oh yeah, that's true. They are kind of. I just want some like scary giant eyeball, essentially, that maybe has small limbs, small pointy limbs. The eyelashes could be its limbs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of animals that
have they done a narwhal Pokemon?
No, that'd be a good one. How about a bird? I was trying to think of like the most overdone overdone thing.
Have you ever played Pokemon?
How about a small electric rodent?
No, that's innovative.
That's innovation. Definitely need one of those. We have kangaroo Pokemon.
I mean, are you talking about anything in the world, like any animal in the world, or any inanimate object, or just
you could do that too? You do anything, any design.
But they already have so many like random inanimate object Pokemon as well.
True.
They got like keys, gears, sword, a shield.
That's
all the inanimate objects I can think of.
They don't have a gun yet. I want a gun Pokemon. They do have
a lawnmower. They have Genesect, which is kind of just a giant gun on it.
Oh, gosh, you're right. Genesect's just a big gun. I don't know, man. I don't. Everything's been done. No wonder the series feels like.
I'm going back to my original. A giant eyeball.
Is there a llama Pokemon?
There has to be.
How do you spell llama?
Is Arceus a llama? Some of the first images.
There's not.
Came up. There has to be. There's no way.
I don't see one. Boom! I've got it. I want a llama Pokemon. That's awesome. That would be great.
Yeah, that's weird. I can't believe they potentially don't.
I am seeing a picture of someone dressed as Ash Ketchum, and they dressed their llama as Pikachu.
I'm seeing Lamarsh, but this seems like a potentially good artwork of a made-up Pokemon.
Yeah.
It also mostly just looks like a deer.
How is there not a llama?
That's
Pokemon?
Wild.
Bear Maximum says, I have no interest in Pokemon, but I wonder if they made it a simulator. Yes, it's called a training simulator. It is a simulator.
You've just been thinking about it all wrong.
You just have to come in with a different mindset. Oh man, that's too good. Okay, that's my answer. What is your final answer?
A giant eyeball, yo.
Okay, giant eyeball. Move on.
With long, spindly legs that might just be eyelashes.
How about just like Cthulhu? You know, get like a big Cthulhu-y monster.
I wonder if they have anything kind of similar to that. I mean, Tentacruel and whatnot is.
Ultra beasts are kind of eldritch horrors, but they're not. They don't look exactly like that. They just look horrifying and not like Pokemon. I mean, they even have Buzzwole, who's just straight up just a buff guy. Like, like they got everything, but llamas apparently. It's a great question though. Thank you for
and potentially narwhals.
The next question is there a Nintendo IP that you'd like a different developer to make a game with? Do you have an answer for this one, Micah?
Do you have an answer for this one?
Yeah, I feel like I've given this answer a lot, though. I want Larian to make a Paper Mario game.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want Paper Mario, but it's with the Divinity
an overly
system.
Complex Paper Mario kind
It's not really overly complex. The battle system is very... It can be very in-depth, but you don't have to be. You can just kind of become a sword fighter.
Very versatile.
Yeah.
There's like so much you can do.
So that's what I would like to see. But I've given that answer so many times that I kind of want to come up with something different now that we're talking about it. But do you have something in mind?
Well, yeah. F-Zero. Since right now they don't have any developers making those games.
Who do you want to
make?
make?
If you hand that to other developers, they might actually make one.
Who do you want making it?
The original Diddy Kong Racing team.
Rare?
Yeah, those guys.
They don't exist anymore. You want Microsoft?
But if we could go back in time and kidnap all of them.
Let's see. I would like to see. Gosh, what other developer I like always enjoy their games? I would have said Blizzard many years ago, but not today. I don't want them touching that now.
Good old Camelot. They've never made a bad game.
Yeah, but they're already like in Nintendo's circle making games. I'm trying to think of. I want Concerned Ape to make an Animal Crossing game. That's the Stardew Valley guy.
Concerned Ape guy. Yep, I knew that, of course.
Yep.
I'm very bad at actually remembering like developers' names.
Yep, that's I would like that, or gosh, let's see what Bethesda does with the Pokemon license.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
very open world, but also very buggy. Best of both worlds. And eventually they'd patch it and make it better, I assume.
Yeah. Yep.
But it'd be worth it for that full-on open world.
More big type Pokemon. The bug type. Okay. I was like, because it's Bethesda, they're like, yeah, big. I want big
We're gonna
type
make them
Pokemon.
Big. Or how about Bandai Namco, right? That did Dark Souls or Elden Ring.
No,
not crazy, right?
No, it's not Bandai Namco that does that, is it?
They helped with that, didn't they? Am I crazy? I thought they did something with it.
FromSoft. Thank you guys. Yeah, so everybody in chat helping us
out.
out.
Oh yeah, FromSoft.
FromSoft.
And Bandai Namco.
Well, I think they published it. They didn't.
Are they just the publishers?
Yeah.
I thought they helped.
FromSoft would be really cool to see what they did with like Zelda. Yeah. But I think what we really need to see is FromSoft what they gonna do with Mario. Imagine or Pokemon. It's like just brutally hard, just so difficult. I think like Legends Arceus is essentially a FromSoft Pokemon game. So that game is stinking hard. Okay. Thank you for the question. Next one. Megan, you want to take this one?
To flip the question, is there an IP from a different developer that you'd like to see Nintendo make a game with?
I want to see what Nintendo does with Sonic. Maybe they can save Sonic.
Maybe Sonic doesn't need saving. Maybe Sonic has saved itself.
Yeah, that's what people say, but I don't know. I'll
You've
have to
just
try
been
it.
a Sonic hater your whole
It's
life.
true. What choice did I have? He positioned himself as the mortal enemy of Nintendo when he was birthed. It's like, yeah, we're way cooler than old plumbers.
I mean, no offense to old plumbers, but
I mean, Sonic is pretty cool. His movie's pretty good too.
oh yeah, the Bear Maximum in chat has the right idea. Echo the Dolphin.
You want to see what they'll do with Echo the Dolphin? How about
I like that.
a Nintendo published Warcraft or StarCraft? What would that? Well, Nintendo developed that kind of game. What would it look like?
Well, I just want to go all the way and just have Nintendo make the next Halo game.
Oh, let's go. That's a good pick.
I can't imagine what they would possibly do, but it would be great.
It would be. It would be really good. I mean, Nintendo makes really good games. I feel like everything Nintendo itself puts out is like top tier. So I feel like they do good with just about any IP. Plock. What would Nintendo do with Plock? Halo Splatfest. Just big man in Halo is just what popped into my mind. Oh yeah, that would be sick, actually. And then I guess sort of related to this, but I would love it if Nintendo would throw some IP towards games like Fortnite. I think that would be cool. They're the last ones to not have a character in Fortnite, or you have Soul Calibur 2 with Link. Like I want more. I want more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
There's like an NBA Street where you could play as Mario, Luigi, and Peach against like real basketball players. That was pretty great too. I want more of that. That's what I need more of. Halo Splatfest is always just red versus blue. So true. So true. Third strongest mole. All right. Next question. Another one from Purple Riolu asks, thoughts on the crime that is the Player's Choice and Nintendo Select's box art. So this is in line with the question on box arts. And also, do you think Switch will ever have its own line of Nintendo Selects?
I mean, the Player's Choice, isn't that just like that yellow bar on top that says Player's Choice?
Yeah, it ruins the cover art, man.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Nintendo Selects does ruin the cover.
Does it, though?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah, it wraps the entire thing in, like, red, and I don't think it looks very good. I think it looked... I think it looks fine on, like... I'm seeing a picture here of... I think this is concept art. Yeah, it looks good on the SNES, the SNES box art. But on everything else, I just feel like it's just like a weird border. I think I would rather it just be the tag that says Nintendo Select on it.
I mean, I don't particularly hate it.
Well,
I think with some of the color schemes, it actually looks pretty nice.
yeah, I don't mm. I'd rather not have it. I'd rather have the box art as it originally is.
Pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
but then how would you know
you're just
it
contrarian
was
to everything
Nintendo
I
Select
like or don't like. That's what this is. This is not. This isn't. You don't actually.
This Super Paper
an
Mario looks so good with the red border. It's fantastic.
That actually does look pretty good. I have that one pulled up right here on the side. But I like Majora's Mask. I don't think that one looks good.
Wow,
Animal
that
Crossing
looks fantastic.
Nah, I don't think.
Also, Majora's Mask. That's pretty good cover art.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like it shrinks the cover art. I would rather just have full spread cover art.
No, it looks classy and regal.
Well, based off how the question is phrased, I think Purple Riolu is.
I think Purple Riolu loves it.
On my side here, and that Player's Choice and Nintendo Selects are not great looking. And like I'm a fan of consistency on how it looks on the shelf as well. And so having like different colored boxes and stuff, not cool. Like let's get some uniformity. But
uniformity? That's terrible. The unique ones are the best ones. Oh man, the Player Select has yellow on the side as well.
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
Bad. That's so bad.
It pops. It actually makes it easier to read.
You're a monster. Truly a monster. He doesn't need a Halloween costume.
So good.
Just goes as himself. The scariest. No, hey, I'm glad somebody likes it because I don't. I think it looks bad.
Well, if you don't like it, everyone just give me all of your Player Select or Nintendo Select. What is it? Player's Choice and Nintendo Select, right? Give me all of those games, and I will appreciate them.
Do you think the Switch will have its own line of Nintendo Selects? Do you remember what this series is? Nintendo Selects? They were like cheaper, way cheaper.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think I think the Prime Trilogy on the Wii was like a Nintendo Select.
Ocarina of Time was like $20 on the 3DS.
I either got it for $20 or maybe even like 10 or something crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like it's been too long, right? Like how long was it into other consoles' life cycles?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I wasn't paying good enough attention at that stage of life to like remember what point that was in the console lifespan.
Because did the Wii U get any?
Yeah. Wii U had
don't even remember the Wii U. Any Nintendo
Nobody
Select
does. oh yeah, Nintendo Selects. Now,
apparently,
please
Super Mario Bros. U did.
Don't take that out of context. I love the Wii U. Oh yeah, Wind Waker. I bought it on a Nintendo Select deal. It's like $20.
That's a Nintendo Select. I just thought it was. They decided to remake it.
They did, and then it got lowered in price. There's NES Remix.
Make it cheap.
Nintendo
I don't
Land.
pay attention to these things.
Mario 3D World.
If they're cheaper or not. I feel like Wind Waker, man, that's the Nintendo Select version HD. Is such good cover art as well.
It's just like this is what is the purpose of Nintendo Selects? It's just to clear inventory, right? Like they're like, okay, we have a lot of these things left.
Dare you?
So let's sell these at a discount, like late in the lifespan of a console.
Do you think they make all these cases like they make all the discs and then they only make like 20% of the cases? Because if it was just to clear inventory and they had already made all those other cases, it seems like a waste to replace them.
But all you're replacing is the insert.
Fair enough. With all that paper and trees wasted.
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know what the purpose of Nintendo Selects is. Give you a deal? And if that's the case, I don't think it's coming back. Nintendo's not giving us deals. But there have been a lot of discounts, but it's been like very focused on digital, and then only like Black Friday do you get deals on physical games typically, but or like special sales type. But Nintendo doesn't host any sales like a Nintendo Select type deal anymore. I think all of the deals they give now are just going to be discounts through their eShop. I feel like they're embracing of the digital storefront this generation, which they had a digital storefront for the previous generation as well. Like 3DS had a pretty big one, so did the Wii U. But I feel like they've even gone more so in on the eShop for the Switch. So I feel like that may have killed the Nintendo Selects program. But maybe they'll bring it back as we get closer to whatever the next console is. Unless it's just an enhancement on this console. Who knows? I'm kind of thinking no, it's not coming back. That's where I lean.
Yeah, I feel like it's been too long.
Yeah.
Into the Switch.
It's a good question, though. Next question and last question, Micah.
You want to ask by Monkey Thunder. Which Mario game has the best Bowser battle? Potentially going to judge you very hard by the choice. Bear Maximum 64? Absolutely not.
I mean, it's pretty iconic.
I mean, it's iconic just because it's the first 3D. All you do is you spin them and throw them.
Yeah, I probably will go with Galaxy. Original Galaxy, where you have the showdown on Bowser's like on a planet with Bowser, and then you fall to the core of his like Bowser core reactor planet. And I just remember cool. The cutscenes being so epic and cool, and I was like, "Whoa, this is the way Mario was meant to be played." As Bowser falls into lava and then comes out, and he's like, "Wah." That was pretty good. But I forgot about Bowser's Fury as well. That's a pretty good boss sequence.
Still haven't even played that one. A little sad.
I might have to go with that one. It's so like the whole thing is so centered around fighting Bowser. Oh man, Bear Maximum was just reading my mind. I was going to say I wanted to give a shout out to Yoshi's Island. Was great. That song is so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I think I might have to go with just Mario Odyssey because it's the most recent one and I remember it the most. Essentially,
I don't think that Bowser fight was that special. I think the more
I'm counting the second part where you're also Bowser escaping.
Yeah, that is very cool. That was such a cool twist at the end. You're like, whoa!
And you're just like wrecking through walls and things.
Yeah, that was
just fun.
That was a cool ending. Very, very hype ending. And then it like segues into like an anime song ending as you leave the moon.
Yeah.
I was like,
which is easily the best part.
This is what's happening, I guess. I think I'm gonna stick. So it's pretty close for me between Galaxy, like original Galaxy. Bowser in Galaxy 2 is lame. He's huge, which is cool, I guess, but the fight doesn't have as much weight to it because he is like in the distance, kind of going, "I'm gonna get you, boom, 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 coming." I mean, it's just like not that cool.
I don't even remember what.
But Bowser's Fury is very good, especially how you have to power up to get your like mega Super Saiyan cat, and then you just have a giant like Giga Mario versus Giga Bowser fight. And the ending, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but the ending, oh, so good. So good. The cutscene made me laugh so hard that I recorded. I saved a recording of it. I still have it on my Switch. So, yep, there you go.
Oh man, it's Galaxy 2. Bowser Battle looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's all right, but I think the first one's better. Although the idea of like hitting meteors into Bowser's pretty cool. I'm sure like one of the Mario and Luigi games has a really cool boss fight, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
I don't
what the
remember
boss
what
fight
those
was
look
like
like.
in the one I played. I think he.
But I don't remember. I mean, I've never seen them.
Yeah.
I didn't play those. But I don't. Well, there you go. What are you gonna pick?
Mario Odyssey. I mean,
Mario
you got the
Odyssey
hat
for
with the
yep.
boxing gloves.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Mario Odyssey, and then I'm going with Galaxy with Bowser Fury in a close second. Also, wait. In the case of Bowser's Fury, you also have 3D World. 3D World had a really good end sequence. Another twist with Meowser, and then you have to fight Meowser, and then he gets the cherry, and he gets clones, and you're like, he can use the power-ups? What?
I don't remember that. My memory is so bad.
Yeah, Micah's my
It
apparently
really
these
is
aren't
the
that
worst.
good.
I had to actually look up Mario Odyssey Battle to remember most of it. I remembered the second part, but I didn't remember what led up to that. But I mean, shout out to what I think it's New Super Mario Bros. Wii. When you're just like running from Giant Bowser. And
Yeah,
like
Flightsy put that into the Discord. It was like, I really like the end sequence there. Agreed. I think that's a really cool ending to a 2D game. That Bowser fight's really good. Because a lot of the 2D games, the Bowser fight doesn't feel
not really
epic.
that good.
I mean, like the original. It's like, okay, we run under him as he jumps over us. Like, it's like, okay. And then you have similar for 2, and then he's not. And by 2, I mean Lost Levels, and then he's not in 2 USA. Mario Bros. 3. I don't remember what the Bowser fight's like in Mario Bros. 3. It's pretty similar to the original, right? You just have to like trick him into falling.
I think Bear Maximum said something about Super Mario Bros. 3 with the bricks. Has some brick smashing involved.
Yeah. You have to like
either.
It's like Olmec in Spelunky. He goes above you and slams down, and you have to get him to slam through the bricks.
Oh, man, they got all these waves. I'm still watching the Mario Bros. Wii one. They got these waves of lava caused by him jumping and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Also, the fake out before he appears, where you think you saved Peach. Peach turns, and it's Kamek in a wig. That's a classic. Mario Bros. Wii U, the Bowser fight, significantly lamer. It's not nearly as good. It's just a big arena, and you fight a very big Bowser. Yeah. So I like what they did with the Wii version. I think that's really good. Super Mario Worlds is also really fun. That's like the introduction of the clown car, which Bowser was rolling in. Yeah. And by rolling in, I mean he was flying. So Micah's watching it right now.
I'm just watching all these Bowser fights.
Thanks so much for the question, Monkey Thunder. Hopefully we had good answers. It's good to take a trip down memory lane as we talk about those. Well, Micah, with that, I think we move to the last segment of our show. Let's talk the PAL topic. All right, for tonight's PAL topic, we are talking about costumes. And, gosh, I just feel like so...
Like you're really loving the costume you're in right now?
I feel so pretty. No, I feel so exposed, man. Like, I need something over my shoulders. So like this. This is probably really nice if it's hot outside. Although, I don't know. Why would you wear sleeves? Like, what's the practicality of the sleeves?
So you can hide your daggers,
Oh, yeah. Assassin's Creed style.
It's the only reason to wear sleeves ever. For dagger hiding.
We have picked out a list of costumes in Switch games that are Halloween themed. It was actually pretty hard to come up with this list, and we're gonna rank these here, kind of on the fly. We didn't put them in any specific order, and we're working together off the same list here. So, Micah, what would you say is the worst costume on our list? As you Google what these look like.
Google what they look like?
I can see you copying.
I don't think so. I was sending those to you so you knew what they would look like.
Oh. Because my immediate answer here, I think, just because I feel like it was a bit of a cop-out from us, is...
The Breath of the Wild Bokoblin hood?
No. Is that what you were going to put? I was going to say...
Potentially.
I was going to say Peely.
Oh, no. I was kind of leaning towards the Bokoblin mask thing. Because, I mean, it's just a headpiece. That's it.
It's
not
cool,
really
though.
A costume.
Okay. So we'll say number 10 is the Breath of the Wild Bokoblin hood, which you can get from the Curious Shop. Kilton, I think is the name of the shop owner.
Yeah, sounds right.
He will sell that to you. And then when you go up to Bokoblins with your very poorly made costume, they don't attack you. They're like, oh,
wow, it's my homie.
Yeah, it's my Bokoblin brother. It's pretty great. So, yeah, that's number 10. Number 9. This where we put the one I was saying?
I suppose.
All right, let's put in...
pretty fantastic.
Zombie Peely from Fortnite. So this is why I felt like it was a cop-out. It's not... this is the only non-Nintendo character on the list. But we couldn't come up with a 10th one. So I was like...
I do think it's a pretty cool costume, seeing the anatomy and skeletal structure of a banana person.
Yeah, because he does have a skeleton. And
it's wild. He has like a rib cage above his head.
True.
It just like extends.
So the costume is Peely. Like half of him is a skeleton and the other half is still Peely. Peely's the best character in Fortnite for sure. Okay. So I'll let you pick from our list for number 8.
Number 8, I was kind of leaning towards the Pikachu Pumpkinhead.
Pikachu Pumpkinhead, which is in a few games, but I saw it featured prominently in Pokemon Unite. And this is essentially a pumpkin mask that you can get that looks like Pikachu. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, well, I will go for number... Wait, so we did... Is this number 6?
Or is this number 7?
10. And we should, be writing these out.
Yeah, we should have been ordering these somewhere.
What have we done? What have we done?
What was our 10th? Oh, yeah, the Bokoblin, right?
Yeah, it was Bokoblin.
And then Peely. And then Pikachu. Yeah, so 10, 9, 8, we're on 7.
Okay. For number 7, I'm going to go with the Waluigi vampire costume.
Wow, I thought you'd want it higher up on the list.
I love Waluigi, but I think the other costumes on here are cooler. So this is from Mario Kart Tour. You can get a Waluigi vampire suit, and it's pretty cool. Waluigi looks good in just about everything he wears, so.
Especially when it shows him more criminal-like.
Like a vampire.
Like a vampire.
So that is what I would pick, Vampire Waluigi. for number 7?
I'm thinking number 6 then has to be the Pumpkin Jack costume, Animal Crossing. Because once again, it's pretty much just a pumpkin on a head.
Yeah, that one just feels like it has more to it because of what you can do with it. You go around and scare candy from people. Do you remember this?
I don't remember that.
You can go around and if you're wearing it, you can scare people and they'll give you candy.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that aspect to it, but based purely off looks, it's kind of meh.
Okay. Now we're getting down to stuff that's tough here. I'm gonna need your help here. I don't want to make this decision on this next one.
I mean, we do have 2 witch costumes on our list, so I feel like we kind of need to weed one of those out.
Which one do you think looks better?
Well, I'll say which one I think looks worse.
Okay, which one do you think looks worse?
Splatoon 2.
Okay. The Splatoon 2 witch outfit.
I mean, they look practically the same, to be honest.
Yeah, they're like the exact same costume.
But I like one of the characters more than the other, so
but I feel like
biased.
It looks really the Splatoon squids look really cool with the witch outfit.
I mean, they just already have so many stylish things to wear.
Yeah,
I feel like their other things are more styling than the witch costume.
Well, those things look completely out of place. The witch costume looks so weird when they have like all these like really trendy looking brands, you know, like they just use style, and then they're like, oh hey, it's a little witch Halloween costume. This is funny because that's the funny part of it to me. But I'm down with that. Do you want to do the next witch costume next, or
look through? Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
actually.
So then the next costume I think we'll put on our list. This would be number 4. Wow, we're already down to number 4.
Yep. The Rosalina
witch outfit. Which
has it just has a teensy bit more with that like kind of pumpkin on the hat,
and it just suits her her style. You know, she just adds the witch.
It's already got the wand.
Yeah. Yep. It makes sense. All right. So now we're into the final 3 here. This is a tough one for me, but I think I got to go with the Z costume. Not all the Z's you put on, but the
other Z.
Yeah.
Little Z. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
All right. Number 3 is the zombie costume from Mario Odyssey. This is a awesome costume that literally gives Mario an axe to the head.
It is kind of bold.
I mean, it is super not Mario friendly, which is it just, you know, if we went back like 15, 20 years ago, like Nintendo would never do this. They'd be like, no, absolutely not. We cannot market this. But they did for Mario Odyssey. So that's why it's number 3. Zombie Mario. He's really cool.
Yeah, and I'm thinking for number 2, the big B. And not all the Z's.
Okay. I'm agreeing with that ranking. Number 2.
Breath of the Wild Radiant armor.
All right. So this one you have to get through a side quest where you go to Gerudo Town and you get into the secret clothing shop, the only store that in Gerudo Town that sells men's clothing, and the only place that you don't have to wear the women's clothing in town because they know. They know. Yeah, we know your secret. We know you're not actually a Gerudo lady. But as soon as you step outside in any other costume,
yeah, if you make that mistake and don't put it back on, you're in trouble.
Yep. You just get tossed out of town. Which leaves us with the number one Halloween
I mean, we didn't
costume.
even mention the best part of it, that it glows
Oh yes,
in a skeleton. Like
yeah.
the skeletal bones glow at
And
night.
so it glows in the dark with the skeleton structure, but it looks like a luchador outfit
In the daytime, yeah,
when
it's a
you're
little
not.
weird looking.
Well, especially if you color it, which I did on the Halloween stream. One of the challenges, color it orange, and you just look like a wrestler. It's so funny.
I mean that's what kind of loses out a little bit for me, I think. But at nighttime, when
It's
it's glowing and whatnot, it's very cool.
But this next costume gives you that scaly boy look without needing the nighttime hours. And that's why our number one is the skeleton outfit in Mario Odyssey. The description in the shop is like how does it work? We don't know. But it is so good.
Yeah, it's just you're just a Mario skeleton with a mustache and a hat.
Oh,
No eyes, just the sockets.
it's just so great.
It really
I
is
think,
fantastic.
yeah, I think it's definitely better than the zombie outfit. It is so expensive. It's
Yeah, I think it's like the max
mm-hmm.
9,999. Like there's a few that are like that. I don't remember what they are though. I think at least.
Yep. So I just want to see more of this. Like, oh, Mario is just straight skeleton type costumes. That is so great. So there you have it. That is our list of top 10 Halloween costumes that you can find in Switch games. So we'll go through these again. That is the Bokoblin hood from Breath of the Wild. We'll alternate here. At number 10.
Oh, yeah. At number 9 is the Peely zombie costume.
At number 8, the Pika Pumpkin head costume.
Number 7, Vampire Waluigi.
Number 6, Pumpkin Jack from Animal Crossing. Is that even his name? Pretty sure it is. might have messed that up.
I have to count back out.
It's 5.
Number 5, the Splatoon 2 witch outfit.
Number 4, the Rosalina witch outfit.
Number 3, Zombie Mario from Mario Odyssey.
Number 2, the Radiant Armor set in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
And number 1, Skeleton Mario from Odyssey.
Yeah. Man, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight as we dressed up and
for a little bit.
Yeah. Thanks for being a good sport, Micah.
I mean, audio listeners only. I'm still wearing the costume.
Some of us just aren't as dedicated. Speaking of, could you change something warmer? I'm cold. It's chilly. What was I gonna say? Oh, that's the end of the episode. So, thank you, Dark Milkman. Andros looking good. If you liked what you listened to, please, not what you saw, but what you listened to, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our podcast on all listening apps and leave us a 5-star review. You can follow us on social medias. We are on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and we have a Discord. I'm trying to remember all the social medias. We have a Discord. And if you want to join and be a part of the awesome community that we have here, you can join up on our Discord. We are doing a Halloween costume Halloween costume contest as of the recording of this episode. It will be this weekend. So if you're listening to this day of, you can join up quickly and get in on that contest. Maybe win an eShop gift card. It's a fun time. Yeah. What am I missing, Micah?
Nothing. Depending on if you're going to say something else next.
What was it? No. Oh, Patreon. That's what I was missing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure with the Patreon PokeRap thing. How?
Yes, we have this
you were
thing.
going to talk
We have
about
this
those
thing
things
that we do called the Patreon PokeRap, where we shout out and recognize our patrons. So these are people that go above and beyond and support the show through supporting us on patreon.com/NintendoPals, where for as little as $3 a month, you can support the show. It helps us to make more stuff and buy ridiculous Halloween costumes like this. But in addition to that, you get some cool stuff like bonus shows, the post show that we do, and a monthly Ask Us Anything, behind the scenes looks at the process of making stuff. Your name on the wall. Wow. My wall over here. I need to move that back. You can't see it because my camera's weird, but the name's on the wall. Maybe we'll put it on the fridge behind me. You put your name up on the fridge. So, yes. Thank yous to everybody who supports us over there. Consider checking it out. Patreon.com/NintendoPals. And with that, we will move into the Patreon PokeRap. Shout out our Patreon supporters. It's great. Check it out. We gotta rap some Patreon.
You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard part.
Let's get it on.
We want to be the best that ever was. And shout out our pals over on Patreon.
LPD, Rizzle, Retrologic Day, You Dog Gamer, Slim Tour, Spanish, and Solo Something, Brian Knight, Little Miss 7, and Cosmic.
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon.
K9 Katina, Third Strongest Move, Tim the Nintendo Dad, and Seth Sturgill, Monkey Thunder, Purple Yoda, Dat Fast John, and Lava Plays 2.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon. Let's get 150 or more. Yeah, please. To be a Patreon donor is your destiny.
Thank you all so much for listening. Happy Halloween, and we'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.